David Schwartz unveiled a new AI trading bot, and I think he's trying to mimic the yield you can earn once AMMs launch on the XRP ledger. We'll dig into that story. Updates from James K. Feinlon on the never-ending saga. This thing will just never come to a conclusion between Ripple and the SEC. We'll take a look at what he has to say. We have more details on Blackrock's plan to tokenize the world, own everything, using the Ethereum blockchain. But before we get into that, let's take a look at the market. Most things are in the red. Bitcoin down about 2.9%. Ethereum down 1.8%. Solana taking a serious tumble, down about 8%. But XRP, it's in the green today. Now it's not enough to pop bottles over. We're up 3%, sitting at 63 cents. But I'll tell you what, we will take what we can get. Now, Brad Garlinghouse gets it. If anyone just wanted retribution here, have someone else feel his pain. You know, he would be cheering on this supposed Ethereum lawsuit, but as he puts it, this ain't good for anyone. The SEC picked fights with the industry and is losing badly in court. They're now fighting fellow regulators like the CFTC and falling behind international counterparts. At what point will the SEC realize they will lose the war against Ethereum just as they lost against XRP? Look, we are in this game, this endeavor, this activity to make money. And this isn't going to help us do that. I don't think it'll be as catastrophic as what we saw with XRP, but it's suboptimal. And we want clear runways for crypto to perform. And this just isn't good for risk. It makes all coins significantly more risky. And we do not want this type of action. It is not going to help anyone's pocketbook. I'm not in this to have, feel good stories. I want maximum profit. And that's all I really care about. Now, what is the SEC doing, in my opinion? They tried to take a very, pure crypto and XRP and claim that the activity of buying it is a securities offering. That didn't work. So what are they going to do now? Well, they have to approach this in a different way. It's still their goal to control all of crypto. So I think they're going to look at Ethereum. And they took, XRP was the best target. I think for what they're trying to do, Ethereum is the most, common sense crypto to go after. It sits at the top of the altcoin space, and they're going to try to argue that proof of stake is pulling your funds in some sort of business endeavor, trying to make a profit. The yield, the stake that you get back. And that's the way they're going to approach this and see if they can get a judge to buy it. I think that really is going to be their approach here. And if they can get that done, well, it'll be their argument that all proof of stake cryptos are some sort of, business endeavor. And do I think they'll be successful? No, I don't agree with them. I think they'll lose, but I think that's just the way they're going forward. And it agitates a lot of people that Coinbase, they're sticking up for Ethereum where they didn't for XRP. Well, it makes up most of their business. They make a lot of money, people trading Ethereum and ERC20 tokens, and they have to take a hard stance on this. Plus, they're already getting sued again. They're not going to get sued more. Might as well. At this point in time, it's a totally different environment than where we saw XRP getting sued. We'll see as this thing progresses. Maybe there's some settlement. Maybe it ends in some novel way that I haven't seen, but we should probably strap in and get ready for a long battle here. And I'm sure, the Ethereum Foundation will have great attorneys and probably win on most issues. Now, will they have to pay some fines and penalties? Of course. I'm sure they broke some obscure law no one knows about. But at the end of the day, I think they'll come out on the winning side. Hopefully, before we get too deep in this sucker, we get some sort of regulations. Maybe this pushes Congress to act. Who knows? Now, Coinbase, they're going to provide key infrastructure for BlackRock's tokenized investment fund. And again, this is based on the Ethereum blockchain. It might be one of the layer 2s, might be Base. Maybe that's what Coinbase's involvement is here. But they really want to ETF everything. It's quite sickening. And I think it's a dystopian future if they're able to accomplish this. But that's what they're looking to do. Simple as that. They want to make everything from housing to precious metals to stocks. They want to tokenize the world in these digital ETFs and have everything flowing through their funds. That's what they see as the future. We've heard Larry Fink talk about it. And this is just the next step in that plan. Do I think it's a good thing? Absolutely not. I think BlackRock's way too powerful already. But, we'll see how this thing progresses. James K. Feinlon saying, the SEC versus Ripple, the parties have filed a joint sealing proposal to govern sealing issues related to the upcoming remedies. Related briefings to be filed in this case. Doesn't mean they agree on what the remedy it is or even what should be sealed. I think it's just laying out the timeline here. The SEC is going to file, then they're going to meet to go over what things should be redacted. Then, Ripple will file their stuff, and they'll go over what should be redacted, things like this. So when they file on the 22nd, we'll probably actually see that filing on the 26th and thus. So I think it's just laying out the schedule here. Doesn't mean any more than that. Now, lastly, we see David Schwartz here. Ripple CTO David Schwartz debuts trading bot based on XRP AMM. Now, to be clear here, this bot is trading on actual exchanges, not on the XRP AMMs. And David Schwartz, CTO, has unveiled a fresh AI-powered trading bot. He plans to possibly release this to the public. And the concept adheres to the algorithms from the XRP ledger and is designed to have the same functionality. The primary design feature of this bot is capability to act effectively and reliably on a centralized exchange market. He's talking about, fees are killing him, but if he was to extrapolate this functionality over to AMMs, we'd be looking at about an 11% annual yield. Now, does that mean you're going to get that if you participate in XRP AMMs? I don't know. I don't really know exactly what he's saying, but it sounds like that's at least what he's hinting at, that he would hope for, that participants in AMMs can make 10, 11% on their yield. This is what I would tell you. For this to be ultimately successful, I don't see how that's going to happen with the current makeup of assets on the XRP ledger. There'll be a lot more than we see now. I think we really need at least a stable coin, and then this could be a premier place to trade XRP. Be fantastic. You have to have something on the other side of that pool, and it'd be a stable coin. I know we have GateHub IOUs. I just don't think that's going to work. We need something better than that. But furthermore, we want more interesting assets. You need to bring them on or create them on the XRP ledger. There are some good projects out there, and this should help them grow and be more successful. And if that happens, more people want to build on the ledger because they can see, we can use this capability to build our app. We can get immediate liquidity on the XRP ledger DEX and leveraging that AMMs. It's effective trading. This could really help, I think, a lot of building. But we'll have to see it progress. Do I think it will be used a lot day one? No, because what are we going to trade for? We have XRP and not a lot else. But I think it's a first step to get a lot of activity happening on the XRP ledger. And it's symbiotic. It can be used by Ripple to make payments. It can be used by us to trade in and out of different kinds of value. So it's an important first step, but I would look at it as that. Just a first step that kind of lays the groundwork for us to take this thing to the next level. Let me know what you think down below. And as always, please like, please subscribe. The revolution will be televised right here on Jungle Link.